The headline "Meghan Markle kicked off The View after fiery clash with Whoopi Goldberg" has stirred intrigue, but the reality behind this story is far more nuanced and less dramatic than it suggests, reflecting the way media sensationalism often exaggerates interactions involving high-profile public figures. Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, has long been a figure of fascination for both royal watchers and the broader public, especially after stepping back from royal duties alongside her husband, Prince Harry, and speaking openly about the challenges and pressures of life within the royal family, which has made her a frequent topic on talk shows, news programs, and social media. Yet there is no verified record of her ever appearing on The View in a way that resulted in a physical or verbal confrontation with Whoopi Goldberg or any co-host that led to her being kicked off. Instead, most of the controversy surrounding Markle and The View stems from discussions and commentary about her and Harry's interviews, particularly the Oprah Winfrey interview, and the varying opinions expressed by the hosts, including Goldberg, who has occasionally been critical or defensive regarding Meghan and her public statements, creating the perception of a clash that may never have occurred in person. The rumor likely originated from a combination of Goldberg's candid remarks about Meghan, social media speculation, and clickbait headlines designed to attract attention by implying direct confrontation and drama, a common tactic in entertainment media that capitalizes on public fascination with royalty, celebrity conflict, and high-stakes television moments. Examining the story more closely, it is clear that any alleged fiery clash between Meghan and Goldberg is likely an exaggeration of televised debates or online discussions about Meghan's public image, highlighting how modern media often blurs the line between commentary and personal attack, and how audiences can conflate critical discussion with confrontation. The persistence of these stories underscores the intense scrutiny that Meghan Markle faces as a public figure, where every statement, appearance, or perceived slight is magnified, dissected, and sometimes misrepresented to create sensational narratives that attract clicks, followers, and engagement, reflecting broader societal fascination with celebrity culture, monarchy, and conflict. In reality, Meghan's interactions with television personalities, including Goldberg, have been limited and mediated, often occurring through interviews, public statements, or indirect commentary rather than direct confrontation, which illustrates how misinformation can spread when audiences interpret editorialized discussion as literal events, turning opinion into perceived fact, and highlighting the importance of fact-checking and critical consumption of media. Moreover, the ongoing narrative around Meghan being kicked off shows the tension between public perception and actual events, revealing how easily celebrity stories can be twisted, merged with rumor, and amplified by social media algorithms that reward sensationalism rather than accuracy, and how audiences' expectations for drama often shape the stories they believe, even in the absence of verified evidence. The controversy also speaks to broader cultural issues, including the treatment of women in the public eye, the pressures faced by individuals stepping outside traditional roles, and the ways in which race, class, and status can influence media coverage and public perception, as Meghan, a biracial woman marrying into the British royal family, is subjected to scrutiny and criticism that often intersects with gendered and racialized assumptions, which adds layers to why narratives of confrontation and conflict resonate so strongly, regardless of their factual basis. Ultimately, the story of Meghan Markle being kicked off The View after a clash with Whoopi Goldberg serves less as a factual account and more as a reflection of how celebrity, royalty, and media sensationalism intersect, creating viral narratives that feed public fascination while obscuring the reality that Meghan's public interactions are carefully managed, and that any perceived conflicts are often exaggerated or entirely fictionalized, illustrating the challenges of separating truth from speculation in a media-saturated world where click-worthy headlines can overshadow verified facts. In this context, audiences are reminded to critically evaluate sources, consider the motivations behind sensational reporting, and recognize the distinction between discussion, opinion, and actual confrontation, acknowledging that while Meghan Markle's life is undeniably subject to intense media scrutiny, the dramatic headline of her being kicked off a talk show is likely a product of rumor, exaggeration, and the appetite for scandal that permeates contemporary media culture.